Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Keely, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a one-bedroom luxury apartment tour in Tampa, Florida. It is just so fun to see. Hey, this is present day Keely. I just felt the need to preface this video by saying that I actually filmed it like 8 months ago and I'm finally getting around to posting it. Also, side note, I was supposed to film it like a week prior to when I actually did, so you'll see some dead flowers and you'll see that I'm missing like all of my plants since I moved them to my new space, which definitely impacts the interior design and it's just kind of sad. Definitely not my best home tour. However, the highlight of this video is featuring my new kitty Stevie and the rest of my zoo, of course. So what we're gonna do is play a little game throughout the video where we keep a Stevie count of how many times she makes an appearance. Okay, that's it. Back to the video. My growth personally, professionally, just as I've aged. I have lived in Tampa, Florida for 4 years now. Started off with roommates for a few months, got my own studio, was able to get a one-bedroom living alone. Met the love of my life. Now we have a luxury one-bedroom apartment. And very exciting news, I actually was able to save up enough to buy my first house. So we will be moving next month, which is kind of what always triggers these apartment tour videos because I really want to document how far I've come, just how my personal style in interior design has changed. And I guess to share this with y'all in case you're looking to move here or you're just curious and want to see how I stay organized and minimal living in a one-bedroom apartment with 2 cats, a dog, a fish, and a snail. So my friends come over all the time and they're like, oh my gosh, it's a zoo. Do you hear that? That's my new kitten, Stevie. She is just a little rascal. She's a mackerel tabby and she is sweet and spicy. Anywho, without further ado, let's get into the video. First off, I'm going to give you just a full tour as if you're walking into my space. You're walking into the kitchen, you'll see the living room, it's an open floor plan. I'll show you the bedroom, the bathroom, and the closet / laundry room. And then after that, I'm going to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of how I stay organized or how we stay organized. And really, we're just constantly decluttering and auditing our lives and our belongings. Okay, so I'm going to begin the tour as if you're walking in. This is our little entryway nook. I feel like I can see myself fine, but I wanted to make sure Luis could too. So it's kind of a little bit higher than I would like, but probably lower than he would need. Anyways, so this is the entryway. You're walking in right here. We have, this is actually a plant stand. We didn't really have anything and we don't really use it. Sometimes we put sunglasses and keys and just things of that nature on here, but otherwise it's more decorative and kind of just ties everything together. So we have our little mirror here. This is from IKEA. And then we have a little rack here we got off of Amazon. It's very nice, it's metal. And this is where we hang our everyday items like our crossbody bag. If I want to go between these 2 bags, if I'm doing something casual or dressy. We got our keys, umbrella. Here we've got Captain, he's a very good boy. And there's Mommy on her scratching post. I told you it was a zoo. Oh, there goes Stevie. And then next, right over here, we have a bench where we can store our shoes and a bin where we store Captain's leash and poopy bags and all of that good stuff. We zhuzhed it up with a little piece of decor. This is Luis's favorite mid-century modern print, so that's not going anywhere. Some pillows I thrifted, benches from Amazon, and then I also just leave my everyday bag here because it has my laptop and I don't want it to be too heavy for the entryway hook. So right away you're going to be in the kitchen. We have this beautiful full island with a sink. This is a water filter that I got for Christmas from Luis. He's like, what the heck, do I get a minimalist? Well, you know what? I want clean water, so that's great. Say hi, Stevie. She's just a baby. Over here we have the fridge. It's very nice. Lots and lots of storage. We've got a couple bottles of wine. It's usually a little bit more full, but I've been trying not to get wine every time I go grocery shopping. This is our little coffee station. We've got one drip coffee maker and then one espresso. Here's our little fish tank. This is Luis's pride and joy. We've got a snail. This is Senor Fibo. And then we've got Mr. Ralphie. He's a beta. All right, anywho, we've got our Google Home and my stereo I don't really use anymore because Luis prefers the Google Home, but she's gorgeous and I love her, and there will be a time and place for her at the new house. A couple cutting boards, salt, pepper, olive oil, my always pan, I love her so much. I will link down below. We also have a really cute smaller green one. I'm obsessed. Like, you need an always pan because we really don't have that many like pots and pans because we're minimalist. So we've got the stove. Yes, we let the cat on the stove because I'm over it. I don't want to have to fight her, and she's a good girl. So every time we go to cook, we'll just wipe it down. She looks very chunky though. This is Mommy. Say hi, Mommy. Okay, moving on, we got the microwave, more storage, wonderful little fruit tray. I'll probably be getting rid of this because I don't think the yellow matches the new house. And we'll need more storage in the kitchen. The kitchen's smaller, so I'm probably gonna like hang up some stuff. I'm excited to show you guys. Moving over to like the dining area, I suppose. There's space for 3 bar stools. So I've got a couple IKEA placemats, a couple candlesticks, and then yeah, we just leave our little soap, dish soap and hand soap dispensers up there for easy access. All right, moving along. This is probably like the highlight of the home, I think, because it really just displays all of my favorite things, all of my books, like art. Got my vintage film camera like up top, agate from when I volunteered in Nicaragua. Let me give you the tour now. I know I said I wasn't gonna go like too in depth, but I just think all of the things are so pretty. This is Luis's. I actually don't know what crystal that is. Got my favorite book down here, What You Speak Is Seeking You. This really funny piece of art, oh hi, of these gentlemen like fishing. And then we've got some like art supplies, my chrome ruler, which I just think's nice. All of my favorite Reader's Digest do-it-yourself books, like for your home. It's just so cute. And then I got my little vintage cassette player down there. Yeah, okay, ikumi. I'm gonna shut this. So this actually is technically from Amazon, but I got it off of Facebook Marketplace because it's damaged up top. And I just really don't care, and I feel like it gives it a little like worn in look, and I saved like so much money. Let me back it up so you get the full, okay. So you get the full effect. This really isn't meant to go there. I just bought it recently, again, for the new home, but it you know, it kind of fits the vibe. I do love this chrome lamps from IKEA. I just love IKEA, to be honest. Whoa, parkour. Then we've got, this is Luis's here. So we've got, what is that, like black, I don't know. This is another like crystal ball. So this is his vibe. And then we've got the living room. So we have very tall ceilings, which was definitely a big selling point when we moved into this space, but it's so hard to find the right artwork. Like ideally I would love to have had a huge piece, but like I'm not spending $600, $700, $800. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, something very sweet that Luis did was gift me these prints that were from like a local artist, and so we had them printed out to the correct size for the space, and then found these frames from IKEA. They aren't glass, and that will be my main like complaint, I suppose, but I really wanted like just the map of Tampa because I was getting into real estate at the time, and I just literally wanted a visual to like look at. I don't love that it says Tampa, Florida, but I like the idea of something like vintage. If I find like a vintage St. Pete or Tampa map, I'll definitely be getting it. But the black and white where it looks kind of mass produced is not my vibe, but you know, like I like the photo, like this is beautiful. This is on like off of the river walk downtown, but Luis had to have this rice paper lantern when we moved in. He got it off of Amazon, I believe. We just hide the cats at a water fountain back here along with Captain's toys. And then I found this couch off of Facebook Marketplace. This couch is originally like, I don't know, $1,500, and I got it for $4. Pillowcases and pillows are from IKEA. I like that. I really need another pillow. Actually, you tell me. So I do like that there's another pattern, and I like the red because it ties in with this red pillow, because there is like some maroon on the rug. But I don't know if this pillow really ties in. So all of my interior design girlies, Paige Wassel, Caroline Winkler, tell me what I should do. I don't necessarily love the ottoman, like the square. We definitely need something rectangular. We've just been kind of like slowly but surely like buying new things and flipping some items and reselling and so on and so forth. So got the little magazine rack over here. That's where we store all of Luis's records. The idea is to mount the TV up on the wall. We just never quite got to it, and then the lease was about to end, so we're like, you know what, let's just wait till we move into the house, and then we could put like books and the record player and all of the things on the TV console. TV console, I actually don't know where it's from, but we did find it off of Facebook Marketplace. We've got Luis's PlayStation over there, Stevie's toy. Fun fact, this apartment used to have so many plants, but because we literally get zero sunlight, because this window, well, our two main windows are tinted, no sunlight can come in. Literally we had like maybe 3 plants that were still kind of okay, and we just immediately brought them over to the house once I closed, because I'm like, they are literally gonna die. Like we had a really cute pothos up here. We had one in the bathroom. We had a money tree in that corner where Stevie's little toy is. Moving on. We're gonna go into the bedroom because Captain looks so cute. We've got his bed right down here. We've got a full body mirror. I literally wore a white top in my last apartment tour, but you know what? This is what I wore to work. And this is like all I ever wear. It's like a very oversized button-up shirt, and I really need to like try new things. I just get comfortable. Anyway, so full body mirror. Sorry about the overhead lighting. I'm just excited to have a house that has like windows everywhere. And then you don't even have to like hang up a bunch of artwork. Or you can hang up something like small and it doesn't look weird because the ceilings are so tall. Like I didn't think about how difficult it would be to style an apartment that has super tall ceilings. So here's the other window. I thrifted this really cute chrome basket. Got a really beautiful American Art of the 20th Century book. I love this texture and color. We've got these 2 bookshelves that are glass. They're from IKEA, and we each just have our own, really. So, got these over here. These are all of like Luis's poetry books, record player, pictures, cologne, and yeah, that is about it. I will say the bedding is from IKEA, pillows are from IKEA, blue blanket is from IKEA. Oh, leave her alone. Mirrors from IKEA. I just like IKEA, okay? I did get a new alarm clock. She's so cute. That's from Amazon. I love it. I'm trying to keep my phone in the bathroom because I know that's bad for you. Bins are from IKEA. Got a couple kitty cat beds. They're, I don't know, from Home Goods probably. Vintage World Atlas books. We have a vintage postcard of a railroad, like train station, and for me that's pretty nostalgic because I'm from a rural town in Iowa and there was constantly trains, and I lived really close to one, and I'm kind of moving close to one too, which is, I just love that. Is that considered like white noise or green noise or purple noise? I don't know what, but I am excited. So moving on, if we come into the bathroom, we do have the litter box there right away because there really wasn't a better spot for it. Plenty of storage. Again, I'm trying to leave my phone in the bathroom so I'm not getting like radiation. The mirror's very lovely because it lights up super bright, but I don't really use it that often because it makes me feel insecure, because I'm like, okay, look at all my pores and look at all my like flaws and blemishes. I don't like that. I do like the way this is styled. I usually choose a yellow flower because it kind of fits the vibe. The bathroom's probably my favorite because of like the striped towel with the texture, with the color, very like pastel and sweet. This is for Luis's mouthwash. These are getting kind of crusty. I was supposed to film this last week and that's when I bought them. Yes, then we've got the hamper right in here, which is lovely for more storage. And we separate our whites and darks, which is great. Honestly, I didn't even think about it, but subconsciously. So this is Luis's jewelry box and this is mine. And the whites are on this side and the darks are on that side. Anyways, so got the bathroom with a little shower caddy, a little squeegee. We've got our laundry in the closet. We've got a hamper up there for like rags and stuff like that we don't want to wash with clothes. And then we've got each side of our closet. So this will be my side. Got kind of like bras and undie, workout clothes, purses. This is from Amazon, I'll link it. Everything's organized because I'm a little OCD, not gonna lie. Got all my wonderful shoes. And then on this side is Luis's clothes. Very organized, very good. We each have our own little trunk full of like personal like memorabilia and just things we don't want to get rid of, like yearbooks and photos and things of that nature. He's got his large suitcase that doesn't fit under the bed there. And then he has his like undies and stuff like that up there. He has his little safe up there. And then on the back of the door is all of his hats. And that is all. So one last little rundown from this angle, from this angle. And the only thing I really want to show you is how I've organized the cabinets. I'm gonna go through that very quickly because I know most of you aren't very interested, but it's just what makes sense to me and I feel like I should share that because I want to help you stay organized and that is like my life goal. If I can help you like have peace of mind and clarity and just know where your things are. Like I know where something so small as a hair tie is. I know where my earrings are. I know where my phone charger is. I know where my lip gloss is. Like anywho, I'm gonna start with the living room. So this is Luis's side of all of his technological things. So he has PlayStation stuff, phones, chargers, cords, speakers. And then I have the exact same on this side. So like my chargers, headphones, speakers, and this is everything I need for YouTube. So my cameras, chargers, batteries, whatever. And then in here is all of our games. And we have so many games that we actually have more right in here. So these are more games. And then I put away the tunnel for the cats in here just for the sake of the video. That's usually out. And then our blanket that we use. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. There we go. Look at that. She's ruining it. Man. Hey. Hey. Okay. So moving on. We took the shelf out of here. So this could be kind of our storage closet for things like the vacuum, dog food, cat food. There's that planter I love. That would just look so good in that corner over there. Then we've got Mommy. Say hi. Yay. I put her food up here because Stevie tries to eat it, but this is normally, actually let's give her some. This is normally right here. Got that from Home Goods. This is all of the cat's just like personal care items. Some of Captain's as well. A couple light fixtures I thrifted that I've been trying to resell that nobody wants. More storage of like seasonal things. And here is the cabinet where we put all of our food. We've got all of our seasonings and spices. I guess like kind of bakery-esque things. And then up here is what I put all of our like onion, potato, root vegetables, I suppose. And then all of the canned goods. Up top is where Luis can reach and he can get his protein and creatine or whatever. This isn't the pretty one. Those are just all of those tall condiments that like don't fit. And here is all of the dishes and glassware. Got some napkins up here if I want to like be kind of fancy. Obviously we're missing some. They're in the dishwasher. A lot of them are chipped. That's why I also have a lot of glassware. Because Luis does like to break glass, and so I'd rather just have a bunch, and then if something breaks, it doesn't matter, we've got extra. And then up top are a few things that we don't use as often, but like overall it looks very pretty. Like I love this cabinet, it's fun to open it up. All right, next one, we've got all of the kind of to-go and storage kind of containers. So mason jars, Tupperware, to-go drinks like water bottles and coffee cups. So in here is the coffee cabinet. We have like agave and cinnamon, coffee. We have our little espresso cups and grinder, French press, or what is that, pour over. We have a scale, we have a measuring cup, and then this is for frothing milk. What is this picture called? I don't remember. Got my little matcha set up here. She's so cute. Got that from Amazon. All of our coffee mugs, tea mugs, and then health and food related books. None of those are actually like cookbooks. Oh, actually I have one right there. I forgot I thrifted that book. And I guess Ultimate Immunity does have a few recipes that I use, but they're all just kind of like health related books, and I thought that it looked pretty up there, and I really don't have much storage for them elsewhere. I have so many books. And then since, I guess like coffee stuff, coffee station, wine bottles, I guess we have some alcoholic stuff in here. Luis puts his water bottle in here, but that's like all we have. Luis never drinks it, and he really should because it's probably expired. Up here we have some like extra fun thrifted things like a to-go martini set and so on and so forth. This is all of our health food drinks, so tea, matcha, we have a greens drink, we have a magnesium powder, all of that. Up here is where we really store all of the extras. So we have like our candle making set, we have light bulbs, we have stationery, we have tape, all of that stuff. There's wrapping paper back there. So I try to organize it as well as possible. What do you think? What do you think? All right, so in here, this is actually our junk drawer, which is pretty organized. So coins and essential oils, we have locks, we have paper and pen, chip clips, blah, 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 blah. This I want to throw away, but I'm gonna give it to a friend. Luis has his sunglasses in here. We have like bug spray, just like things we need to access easily. So there's that. Oh, Luis got me pepper spray because. In here we have all of our towels. These are the nice towels, these are the rags. This is all of our outdoor stuff. He has his like bike bag, hammock, chair, flashlights, stuff like that. We honestly never get into that drawer, and we're gonna have more storage once we move, which will be great. This is more of the like kind of coffee drawer. He likes to use this to clean the espresso machine, but we have the filters, milk frother, straws. I use these for like my matcha to sift it finely into my little bowl. Down here is where he puts the fish stuff, and then paper towels. Pretty much. This is the trash can. We've got all of our silverware. We've got all of our cooking utensils. We really just have like one of each. I think we have two. Oh, we have two can openers, and the only reason I will not let go of the other is because I've had these break so many times in my life. So I'm like, I know that one is bound to break and we're gonna need one. And also being in a hurricane state, like if anything, give one to a friend. Like I think it's just, I'd rather just keep it. It's not hurting anything because we're minimal everywhere else. Down here is where we keep all of our pots and pans, and then large mixing bowls. So all the large mixing bowls are here. He keeps his lunch box down here. We have one pot. We've got one strainer. Actually, this is Luis's, so I guess this is technically a strainer. And then I recently bought those little pan covers for when you fry food on, like when you pan fry on the stovetop. I'm so excited to use those more. I'm gonna use them tonight. We've got the other always pan, and he has this giant like, what is that, wok? But we never use it because we don't have like an open flame. So I might convince him to let me declutter that. Under here is where we keep the like sheets, the baking sheets, and then the cupcake pan. And here we've got measuring cups, birthday candles, mesh bags for produce, which I thought that kind of made sense, and then plastic wrap, aluminum foil. And here is the oven mitt. I have my apron under there, the trivet, and then actual like reusable napkins and more place settings. Another place setting for the third chair, just in case. Then down here we've got my electric kettle, which I love. Got that off of Amazon. Ninja blender. We've got a tea. Well, I use it for tea, I guess, but we got a pitcher to use for whatever drink we want, or lemonade. I've got a tray for in bed. I've got a board for hosting, so I use that for like charcuterie. This is like a quiz, because I'm like, what is this called? We've got a grater, and then this is our toaster oven. I don't know if I want to get something different and actually just get a toaster, but it's nice having the toaster oven instead of using the oven, you know what I mean? It's just quicker, smaller, easier. And then I do have a couple vases in the back. I like to keep extra just in case, you know, and I just want to like give someone some flowers because they deserve it, you know what I mean? So in the bedroom, there's nothing to be stored except underneath the bed we put our suitcases. We each have a smaller carry-on, and we put our extra seasonal clothes in like a bag. And I got my bag from IKEA. So in here, we've got everything for the bathroom.
So it doesn't look the best, but this is usually full. We've got Q-tips. This is all of our like oral care. These are everyday like lotions that we use. I don't use this every day. I'm just trying to get rid of it. Hair care, skin care, towels for your face. I got my makeup bag if I want to grab something quick for work. And then some like beach towels. Down here we've got all of our supplements and medication and kind of just like medicine related things. So this is like my everyday supplements. And then in the back that's more like extra things like Aleve or Tylenol. And then same thing down here. So like heating pad, massage gun. In this drawer I've got all of my makeup, brushes, so on. I'm not going to explain it all. I've got like my one perfume. So I just use the same thing until I run out because that's how I am. And here we've got skincare and hair stuff. So like headbands and scarves, ponytails. I just stick my deodorant back here because, fun fact about me, I really don't use deodorant, whatever. And then hair care, so straightener, blow dryer, like my shower cap, hairbrush. I need the mirror to see the back of my head.
Because it always looks ridiculous with this short little bob. Speaking of, it's getting long, I need to get it cut. I'm not going to show you Luis's drawer because I think that's like private, but I might just show you the top drawer because it's also very organized. I got us these like, oh, Stevie stole a tissue. She really do be doing that. Okay. So we have like the same little drawer organizers, which I'm so sad because the house has a very tiny bathroom, but we're gonna figure it out. I always have a solution, and you don't need more storage solutions. You just need to declutter a little bit, okay? Get creative. Underneath the sink is where you're gonna find feminine products, tissues, toilet paper. We have an extras bin, so like extra shaving cream, extra soap, extra shower caps, just like extras, right? Here's Stevie's food. Here. We feed them separately because they like to eat each other's, but we've got more tissues, more Q-tips, Stevie's food's down here. All right, and I think that's everything. It's really just like the kitchen because there's so many cabinets, and I just really wanted to show you guys. I really try to keep it like short and concise, but I know I've been yapping for a very long time now. It's just once I get started, I just can't stop, and I just have to explain everything down to a T. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to be making a 2-bedroom house tour in Tampa, Florida here soon. But I know those things just take a little bit longer because you like really want to make sure everything looks great, and you know, then you want to paint, then you want to like redo the flooring, then you want to, you know, hedonism, am I right? I always talk about this in all my apartment tour videos, but I am proud of myself. I finally live somewhere luxurious, and it has been very nice. There are amazing amenities here, and I might like say where I was living once I posted this, but then again, maybe not. No one really needs to know that, but I just feel like I didn't take advantage of the amenities as much as I thought I would, and I very much value privacy a little bit more. So it's nice that I'm gonna be able to have a backyard. Captain can run around outside. It's gonna be so sweet. But I'm gonna link everything down below. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and I will try to respond to all of them. And until next time, all right, bye.